So I have been doing a little bit of research on Iowa State University, and I have realized absolutely how many resources they have there. It is astonishing. I mean, this is going to be a short list. I just compiled them all into an email to one of my professors and to my dad, and it blows my mind how much support there's going to be. I mean, spring next semester there is going to be a learning community for LGBTQ students. So that most likely means there's going to be a floor in one of the residence halls which is dedicated to LGBTQ students, and I'm going to be able to have a room there. Hopefully, maybe a single room, hopefully, because I need that for anxiety, but oh my goodness, that'd be amazing. And if not, there is a fraternity dedicated to LGBTQ men and also very progressive men. So, oh my god, I could join a fraternity that is for guys like me, and I'm like, holy crap. So, I mean, those aren't the only things. There's a support group who hosts a ton of events. There's actually cool things about like movie nights where they have LGBTQ movies showing, and then after the movies there's a discussion. They do dinner discussions, and as that leads me into one thing that's going to be absolutely amazing and astonishingly awesome is that there are a lot, like a ton of opportunities for me to gain leadership in these areas. I will be able to give talks, I will be able to deliver slam poetry and spoken word in general, I guess I'd rather use now. Slam poetry sounds so negative. But, so there are going to be all these opportunities, and since, they're going to have groups starting up, groups dedicated to LGBTQ men, LGBTQ women, and queer people in general. Queer is a good word for me. It's a very, I identify as queer, so I'm not using that as a derogatory term. Yeah, there's just going to be so much support there, and those groups start up, not this semester, they start up next year again, they're reorganizing. So hopefully by next year I'll have been on testosterone for maybe a couple of months, and so I'll have been experiencing all of these changes since that's, what, over half a year away. So I'm thinking I could feasibly take a leadership position in the group since I've experience with this YouTube channel, I've experience in poetry, and this is what I want for a career. I want to be a college professor, and what is a college professor but a leader? What is a teacher but a leader? And I am really looking forward to this. That's, I guess, let me think of the other supports. Oh, email lists. They give you the emails of all of the LGBTQ supporting professors on campus. There are specific safe zones around campus with professors, colleges, rooms, their classrooms, their offices. There are simply just other email lists. They send you news about the events. They send you like support emails, I guess, in a way. It's like from people around sharing their positive experiences. And then there are like people you can go to just to talk if you need help. I guess I'm just really excited because I think I will be actually, since there's so much support already. Oh, one thing, scholarships. There are a ton of scholarships for LGBTQ students specifically, and specifically there are a ton for those in leadership positions, and that is my plan, so hopefully that is going to help with the finance aspect as well. Now, as I was trying to go, I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm a bit manic right now. That there are just so many opportunities that I am fairly certain that I'm going to be able to register in their system as a male. I will be able to use the male restrooms and live on a male floor and be a guy for real there. I mean, Simpson says they're gender inclusive, but I've found it's just kind of like, oh, we support you. Now you still have to live in the female hall even though you specifically requested the males. I'm talking to a certain person on the Simpson administrative staff. LB, I won't say a name, but you know who you are. Just really shape up with the inclusiveness. Like, create that community. You're losing a student because of how weak your performance was. Hope he watches it sometime, because he needs to realize that. Alrighty now. So I am 100% completely set on going to Iowa State University now. There is going to be so much support there, so many opportunities for me there. The classes are even more attuned to what I want to do. Simpson has very limited classes, and even though they're probably smaller, ISU has classes that are specifically geared for my interest that will actually fully let me go into the career I want to go into. Simpson, I was completely lost. You know, I want to be a psychologist in neuroscience. I like that, but is it personal enough for me? Like, does it relate to my life? Will I want to do it for the rest of my life? And I was very unsure, but since I started looking at ISU majors and classes, I've been like, whoa, I can actually, this is what I want to do with my life. I can do this with my life, and I'm looking forward to it so much. I as much as I like Simpson and I love the people here, I cannot wait to get to ISU. It's just, that's where all my friends are too. I mean, like, the closest of my friends, the ones I'm developing friendships with, they're all up there, and so it's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited and all. I'm just planning on taking a anthropology class. Intro to Anthropology. It's 202. It's going to be the biological one, so it involves human evolution. It gets rid of a science gen ed, and I'm extremely interested in it, plus major. I also want to take the gender communications class because that has so much of what I'm dealing with right now. It's all about how people express their gender, and that is my life right now. Like, that is one of the main occupying thoughts in my mind right now, just because it's so important and so difficult to me. So a class about that in an academic setting, like, holy cow, that is a dream come true. Spanish classes, of course. Kind of want to get into Latino studies, so I'm taking one of those courses maybe. I was thinking intro to sociology, but I think I really want to go more the anthropology route. I might take social psychology, however, just to kind of understand more, because that teaches you, I suppose this was a different psychology class, but that's like the psychology class I'm talking about is an academic motivation one, and teaches you how to inspire people academically and kind of the psychology of teaching in a way. And I'm like, oh, psychology, I'm into that. And well, what's the chain of thought? Oh, and education. So psychology and education, I'm interested in both of those things. I'm sorry, I will be kind of loopy at times, I guess. Maybe I'm blabbering, but this is something I'd like everyone to know, just why I'm transferring to ISU. I know a lot of my friends here are like, well, why are you going? And yes, this is also reassuring to me of this is what I really want to do. This is what I'm going to do, and it's reaffirming for that. I'm just really excited about it, so I'm going to talk about it too. And I am guaranteed a listener when I'm talking into my webcam. So that's really nice. I'm just so excited. The rest of this video isn't necessarily going to be new information unless I find a tangent to talk about. I just kind of want to, like, celebrate in how excited I am. I'm going to be able to be in classes that I want to be in. That's just going to be absolutely amazing. I love the classes here. To actually have them specifically relate to my life, and then I'm going to make connections with professors since I am so engaged. Like, I am not the person in the back of the class just sitting and taking notes. I am the person in the front row in the closest seat I can get to where the professor is, and my hand is constantly raised. I am Hermione. I am male Hermione, people, so that is who I am. People say you don't get individual attentions or professors at public universities, but I honestly think that's just because they aren't trying to get that. Like, if they're not going out of their way to make contact and contact the professors. I mean, all professors have an email. Professors have office hours. Go out and use that, and I plan on it. I love being friends with my professors. It is the best thing to do at college, in my opinion. That is my social life. I talk to professors, and I love it. So I think that's a very good sign. I was studying a lot today, and the realization of next semester I'm going to be studying things that pertain to my life. Every single bit of material in the gender class and the writing class I want to take on creative writing. I forgot about that one. It's all about creative nonfiction, which is hell yeah awesome. I could write like a transgender book or transgender speeches. Poetry, yay. Creative fiction, and also in a fantastic way to communicate gender, and plus fanfics. You know what I'm talking about. You know, yeah. Also, this is completely me blabbering now. I'm in the manic stage of bipolar where it's my mouth is going to run. So let's see how long this video can take of me talking about how excited I am to go to ISU. So, the Adelant fraternity too, I guess Al Dente I like to call it, because what the fuck kind of name is Adelant? I love the guys there. They're all freaking awesome. That's where most of my friends are, and I love hanging out with them. So that's going to be freaking awesome to have them nearby. It's also going to be really, I mean, fraternity for queer men. Like, holy shit, I didn't even... The Kappa Thetas here are inclusive, but I think there's 4 gay men in the fraternity total out of like 20-something, versus a community where it's going to be mainly transgender men and gay men, bisexual men. I can't even believe it. Like, I kind of wanted to join Al Dente, but now it's like there's a place for me. There's going to be a community for me. I can't even believe this is happening. This is like a dream come true. Everything works out better there. I'm not seeing any negatives of transferring there anymore. There's not a doubt in my mind. I'm completely sold. I even bought a t-shirt at Goodwill the other day. And I didn't even know about all the resources then. Wow. I mean, I love the people at Simpson. I love you all if you're watching. I need to do what's best for me, and you guys need to do what's best for you, and if what is best for you is staying at Simpson, then do that, and be successful, and everyone be successful. Everyone do what you love. And I'm going to be doing what I love, preparing to do what I love, and I mean, because I'll be participating in leadership positions. I mean, even if they don't want a transfer freshman, I will get myself a leadership position. Like, I want to teach, I want to help. This is what I want to do, and I can definitely do that, especially, I guess, I don't know if this is true or not yet, but I've definitely heard that public university courses can be less rigorous than private schools. I'm finding that school is really freaking easy for me right now. Like, I got a 98% on my first psychology test. I wrote a pretty good environmental paper for my SC class. I hope it went well. Hey, Sasser. I hope it went well. Because I'm pretty sure you might be watching this at some point. I might send you the link to it since it pertains directly to what we're having conversations about. Voice exercises. I promised I would go on those, but I didn't. Started researching more of the effects of testosterone, however, and I guess it seemed really interesting. The fat deposits on your body get more, I guess, attuned to testosterone bodies, so it'll be like less distracting on my hips, so guys' jeans will fit. Oh my god, they'll fit, instead of me scrounging around a Goodwill for the quarter pants. So that will be really exciting. They had a class at ISU about gender apparel stuff, but I don't know if I want to do that. I love sewing cosplays, but I don't really. I'd have to bring my sewing machine up there, and then I get distracted and spend all my money on fabric, and not do that. Plus, I really want to be involved in the LGBTQ community. Wow, I cannot wait for this semester to be over so I can go to ISU. Like, as much as I love it here, time is flying by, which I am so grateful for, because I want to get to ISU. This is where I want to be. I am 110 million% positive. Like, I'm going to be calling them tomorrow and setting up shit so I can be in their system as a male, so I can start kind of talking to people about what classes I can take, what I should take, declaring a major, finding an advisor. I want to find an advisor who is in the LGBTQ community. I really want, maybe in the English department, of course there will be. Because there are specific writing courses over LGBTQ literature that I might take down the road. They're specifically geared towards women. I get it, women equality, and I completely understand that. I am feminist, and I am very proud. I am a hairy feminist that is angry. I'm a hairy, angry feminist, and I'm proud. Um, it's just I'm kind of disappointed that there won't be a class specifically for like transgender writing, because I have experiences of sexism committed against me. I mean, wrestling freshman year of high school, I was bullied so badly that I was out of school for 2 weeks. And it was all because I was a girl on the wrestling team. So, personal confession, and if anyone happens to be watching this that took part in that bullying, you know who you are, and I hope you've changed, because I don't want anyone to live a life where they are that sexist and that horrible to people. And I wish everyone could just get along, but that's not happening, so that's why we need activists, and that's why I'm going to be one. This video is seriously me rambling. I love it. I love being able to be manic and talk and not be like, oh my god, is the person like finding me annoying? Because, one, if you don't like my rambling, you just stop watching the video, and congrats, good for you if that's what you need to do. If you want to hear my rambling, then you're going to keep listening and you're going to keep watching. So if you got to this point, thank you for listening to my babbles. It's because in real life I get anxiety, like, over, am I annoying them? Am I talking too much? What am I doing? Especially when I'm around new people. I'm very open with people. I'm bipolar. I'm rapid cycling. I can get like this. I can get like this. Be prepared, because I don't think it's fair to someone to start, like, I said the word relationship. I don't mean romantic. I mean as in relations between two people, be it just in a professional relationship, such as teacher-student, boss-student, meeting new acquaintances for the first time, stuff like that. I find it's important to tell them about such a key aspect of my life. I don't know about, down the road in my career. Well, no. In my career, I will be completely open about my transgender. I was kind of, for a second, I was like in a business place, and I'm like, hell no, I'm never going to be working in a business. If I take a gap year, I'm joining AmeriCorps. And that's not a business office, that's me going out and helping. Holy shit, my future is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. This has given me so much hope and so much happiness. I am so very, very, very excited to life. To life, yes. Life is a verb now. I am excited to life. I don't know, Jewish, I want to keep rambling, because this is very nice. It's very therapeutic for me. It's like a friend that I can talk to for, 17 minutes and 38 seconds now? Yeah, I can talk to them for that long with me talking and no interruptions, and I love that. I hate interruptions. I hate being interrupted when I'm talking. It kills me. No offense to anyone who does it. I get it as a natural part. I interrupt people all the time. It gives me anxiety, so I don't appreciate it. Like, I don't blame you, though. So, if that makes sense. It gives me anxiety until I realize it's part of life. Yeah, anxiety sucks, people. I don't understand your pain. I also took a Xanax earlier because I was panicking, so that might have some effect on why I'm talking it so much. But everything of what I'm saying is true. I'm being brutally honest. I'm not one who's gonna bullshit lies about my life. Speaking of that, I have to say, I have not experienced any hatred from anyone about me being transgender except coming from myself. So, kind of ironic in a way that I am the one giving hate instead of someone saying, oh, you're a piece of shit. I mean, okay, don't read the YouTube comments if unpopular transgender rights videos unless you want to be insanely depressed and how can you be so fucking bigoted? How is that even possible? Like, oh, funny YouTube comment I read today. I had the blessing. This is a blessing to read this comment. Americans with a K are so, in all capitals, Americans are so stupid that they can't create their own entertainment. They had to borrow from from Russia. And it went on. I couldn't even read the rest. I broke out laughing so much. It was from from Russia. Like, it was all caps, and it was just a rant about how Americans can't create their own, like, music. I'm like, okay, hello, have you seen Taylor Swift Shake It Off? Like, that is the greatest video. I've probably listened to that over 100 times since I discovered it. Like, no shit. I will watch the music video for that, like, 5 times in a row. I'm in love with that song. It makes me so happy. I even did a crayon I brought a box of crayons. Holy shit. Ah. I just spilled a box of crayons, about maybe 200 crayons, probably more. An entire shoebox full of crayons onto my bookshelf and into a pile of books and paper. Bad plan. Maybe this is going to be a good time to wrap up, because I am very depressed now. Not really, I'm still manic, I'm just... Well, maybe I'll... Here, 1 second. The majority are in the box. We're good. Look, okay, shoebox full of crayons. This is a shoebox, people. And there are all sorts of amazing crayons in here. Oh, here is the one I wanted to show. It is... See, they're all Crayola crayons, so I don't tolerate that other bullshit. People don't know how to make crayons except for Crayola. That is the God-spoken truth. If I become a pastor, that will be in every sermon. Only buy your kids Crayola crayons. They're like, what, $1 at Walmart? Seriously, don't be that dick that buys Rose Art. Crayola, give me money now. I'm gonna somehow search for your company name on YouTube, find this video, and give me money, because 21 minutes into a video about a transgender guy spilling hypomanic manic thoughts onto the world, I am promoting your product. Crayola, people, it's the best. But yeah, this is metallic green. I have one that smells like strawberries. Like, seriously, I color on the page. Strawberry, and it's like 11. It's like I was at my grandparents' house in diapers using that crayon. It's still alive. I don't use it that much because it's buried in a box of crayons, and I used to have more than this. So I'd use that. There's another one that smells like pine. It's not as strong, but like, seriously, Crayola crayons are the shit. Like, so apparently this is my manic rant about how awesome crayons are. Let's move on to something perhaps more productive. God damn, this is like a full, like, episode right now. I should start doing episodes in general, people. Would you watch that? Probably not. I think, I try and keep most of my videos short, so attention spans can be addressed, I suppose. Kind of upset about the eyeglasses reflection, but I feel weird taking it off, because, like, I'm super tired. I've been up late, like, every single night for the past few days, and my eyes are all puffy and stuff. I watched a pretty cool documentary, actually. I just looked over my desk. It is called Call Me Malcolm, and it is freaking fantastic. It is about a female to male transgender student who transitioned while they were at seminary school. It discusses his family relations with people in his hometown once he changed. It talks about what transitioning entailed and how it connects to religion, too. It talks about specifically, like, how he thinks God feels about transgender people. It's amazing, and the coolest part about it is there's a professor on campus who worked to help that movie, and I'm in contact with that professor, and it's like, holy crap, this is cool. I also have, I read an article about a Simpsons student who transitioned while at college, and I also, I have the email address of a guy in Des Moines who transitioned at Simpson. I don't want to say any names, because that's, like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable, because I don't know them well enough, you know. So, yeah, life's been pretty good to me so far. I'm having rough moments, for sure. I don't want this to seem like this is all sunshine and daisies, but I'm pretty fucking happy most of the time, honestly. Yeah. I'm getting messages on Facebook from people I haven't talked to in ages, and I love it. Like, I've gotten to talk to some people who are really cool in high school and I just never really talked to, and now they're congratulating me on being brave, and, like, it means so much to me that, like, to know those people care about me, like, because I never even really knew them. One strange thing about living on campus is, since I have blue hair and I am genderqueer, a lot of people know me, or know about me. I'm not popular. I don't have any friends. I'm not saying I'm just maybe infamous? Infamous. I am serious black on campus. I am infamous. And people will pass me in the on campus and say, "Hi, Quinn," and I'm like, "Hi." They're like, "You don't know me. I just blue hair, and I assumed you're her." And I'm like, "Oh God, damn." I appreciate you people. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird being this going on. I'm not used. Well, perhaps I'm used to it. I was very, very, very outgoing in high school, like, and even in elementary school. I told the story before how I dressed up in full chainmail and went with a wig beard and went to school as Keely. That was an amazing day. The helmet was too heavy to wear all day, though. I was disappointed. Hat day, I'd always wear the helmet of my dad's. Not the full helmet I wore as Gimli. It was like a leather with a little band down. And it had, like, leather chainmail on that. That's how I can describe it as, because it wasn't, like, interlocking loops. It was, like, squares that were connected. That is my best description. It's kind of like the time in Spanish class where I didn't know how to say polar bear, so I said oso del frio, which literally translates to bear of the cold. Oh, what I learned in my SC class, how fucked is the earth. We are all gonna die because we've already screwed up the environment beyond the point of no return. Like, carbon, CO2 levels in the air are at almost 400 parts per million. I think I don't remember the exact measurement, but the highest safe level there is 350. The symptoms are starting to show, but no one's recognizing them because consumerism. Oh no. I'm at capitalism, but I think in an email I sent to my professor I might have said communism instead of capitalism. Anyways, it's just capitalism and environmentalism just don't match up just because of how business is run. We need the money to adjust society to prepare for climate change because it's at the point where we cannot reverse it. The polar caps in the Arctic are nearly almost gone, and Greenland is the ice shelf on Greenland is going to be melting in by the end of the century, and it will cause sea level to rise 23 feet. That doesn't mean the tide is going to go 23 feet closer to farther into the shore. It means water is going to go 23 feet. New York, underwater. New Orleans, underwater. All of Florida, underwater. Yeah, and that's just the east coast of the United States. California, underwater. Pretty much all of Central America, underwater. Buenos Aires, underwater. All the Chile, underwater. Well, we're fucked, people. And India's gonna run out of clean drinking water by the end of the century. Where are they gonna go? In my children's lifetime, the entire population of India is gonna be wiped out. They're gonna have to leave their country because, I mean, their irrigation system's already collapsing. Their main river is so polluted you can't even swim in it or you will get seriously sick. They are running out of clean drinking water, and when the people leave, they're going to try and go to Canada or United States. We are going to pass laws to keep them out because we can't handle that influx of immigrants, apparently. Then they're going to try and go up north, and, you know, the people of north of India, they're gonna fucking get out the guns and shoot the Indians. They don't get along. And I guess the Indians have some nuclear weapons, I believe, and so those are probably going to be used against countries up north. There's gonna be fucking World War, and World War III is brewing, people. Russia, Putin is freaking insane. Like, and they have nuclear weapons. Putin's not gonna be afraid to use them. And tensions are rising with Ukraine. The United States cannot get involved, otherwise Putin may just randomly blow us up. Like, seriously, this world is going to shit, people, and it makes you feel really insignificant because you have no part to play in that. Except you have your own problems, which are so major to your life, like transgender issues, and so major to so many people's lives, yet they can easily be destroyed when Yellowstone blows, which it is overdue to do, and once that does, I think it's Yellowstone, don't get mad at me if it's wrong, but once it blows, it's Yeah, Iowa's gonna be covered in 9 feet of ash. Have fun. Oh, read an article on, found on the Facebook from, I forget, some sciencey blog post thing, you know, like sciencey art online magazine, like, that Mount St. Helens is gonna erupt again. Yeah, it's, dormant for 10 years, I believe, but it's showing signs of becoming active again. Fun. We're in for a roller coaster ride, people. Not only is society going to have to adapt to non-binary people rising up, transgender people rising up, but you're going to have to deal with losing the coasts, influx of Indians, rising sea levels, rising temperatures. Great Britain's going to be freezing, by the way. It's going to freeze over, so, because the melting of the ice, which is expanding rapidly, is going to create like these a change in current tides around the ocean. The ocean has these currents that keep temperatures fluctuating in the ocean, and that's how we get climate. One aspect of how we get climate, and because of the melting ice, one of the warm current that travels up north to keep England in a decent temperature is going to completely screw over England. Like, they're going to be freezing, because they're not getting warm water by there anymore. They're going to get cold. They're going to get ice cold. Ice baby cold. Yeah. Earth is screwed, man. What are we going to do but plug on with our lives? Ignoring the fact that it's going to happen someday. We're gonna die because of it. But at the same time, should we live our lives to the fullest? Like, if it's something that is out of our control, shouldn't we just try and live life to the absolute maximum? That's poetic shit, people. Man, I'm getting deep. I didn't expect to get so depressing at the end of this. Like, man, oh, that reminds me, I still have to do my SC reading for tomorrow for, what's the book called? Field Notes from Catastrophe. I mean, it's a good book. Terrifying. It's a very good book. I'm learning a lot. And my SC class is amazing. It's How Screwed is the Earth. The professor calls it How Fucked is the Earth. The professor that teaches that is also really, really, really supporting me as I'm transitioning. He's, I can go into his office whenever I need to. I can talk. He's very supportive. He has, the SE leader in that class has been absolutely amazing. We've had several deep conversations about her experiences in the transgender community. She's had experience in that greatly. She's not transgender, but it's been so helpful. I love that class because of all I'm learning and because of the amazing professors, and that's why I want to be a college professor, because it means so much to me to have these supporters, and I want to support people like that. I want to support the people of tomorrow, because I guess some people view having birth to your own child, like specifically carrying it in your uterus for like 9 months and then giving birth to a very painful procedure, and that could cause some serious health damage, that hurts like a bitch, that can go on for 12 hours, and then you have a baby that you had to raise and take care of vomit and diarrhea and sickness, and then you lose all your sleep, and then you can't really have a career, and I can't get pregnant. I'd have to go off my meds, and I'd get even worse bipolar mood swings because of hormones changing, and I'm going on testosterone. That's not a question anymore. That's happening. So I won't be able to have kids anyways. Yay, I can adopt. Like, I do want to have kids, but I want to adopt them, specifically. I've always wanted to. My uncle has adopted, got 7, 8, 9 kids from India. I think he just adopted one from China, and he's a teacher. Wow, I'm going to be like my uncle, and I barely know him. He lives in Ohio. Wow, this will be great. I'm looking forward to my future, though, of raising kids to be open-minded, and then also, as a professor, I will be able to be a support for the brilliant future minds of tomorrow, and so it's so much more than just raising a family to contribute to your process in human evolution. I'm going to be affecting, I hope, hundreds or thousands of people, and as before I thought, oh, I had to do something that will revolutionize humanity, I'll create a artificial brain or something big like that. I'm like, no. I thought raising a family didn't help the earth, that being a teacher only affected however many kids you had, but no, it's really important. It's one of the most important jobs in the world, and thank you to all professors out there. A while back I thought I was going to end the video at like 10 minutes of me thanking people that I got distracted by pronouns, and now here I am blabbling 35 minutes later at 9 p.m. at night. This is Party On College. Wayne's World, party time, excellent! I got the news that we might turn Real Genius into a sitcom. Like, what? No, that movie's perfect. Leave it alone. What you need to do is get a high-budget Harry Potter series. Seriously, the fandom for that would explode. People would drop hundreds of millions of dollars on merchandise, and fans like me would freak the fuck out of having a Harry Potter TV series. Seriously. Like, that needs to happen. While, like, each book is a season, and the 7th book can be split up into like 2 seasons. That's 8 seasons of Harry Potter amazingness. You can actually delve into character development that wasn't covered into the movies. It can be more accurate to the books, but expand on everything you think of. Think of a Harry Potter movie produced now. How the basilisk would be so real, and Buckbeak would be like, holy shit. And it'd just be like, oh my god, and then Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and Rupert Grint could all make cameos sometimes, like, just as random people, and it'd be hilarious, because you'd be like, oh my god, it's Time Turner, what? Wow, that'd be beautiful. Like, they could have a gag episode with Emma Watson come in and, like, talk to young Hermione and have to be, like, all about feminism and women power, but, this needs to happen. Somebody, Warner Brothers, I'm saying it, I gotta do it 3 times. Warner Brothers, got an idea for ya. Oh man, yeah, I don't even know if I'm starting to run off of steam. I mean, I have no clue what I'm gonna say next. I've had absolutely no clue. Like, there is no script for any of this. This is me jumping from idea to idea to idea. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You are a very strong soul. I appreciate your effort. I commend your effort. I hope commend is the right word. I don't have best brain functioning when I'm manic. It's kind of stupid dabbling, but I think this is all meaningful because it's my future, it's my life. So I wrote a song. It's not a song you sing. It's a song in its right that it is, it sounds like a song. To me, it's a song. So, but there's no singing, there's no instrumentals. It is all spoken word, but it is a song. Let's find it now, flipping through. Where is it? Oh my lord, I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'll produce this in another video, because I doubt very many people are watching at this point. I am a poet. I am a poet, I am a poet, I am Quinn. I am a guy. I am a dude, I am a bro, I am learning. I am a guy. I am Quinn, I am a poet, I am a poet, I am Quinn, I am a poet. I am, I am, I am. I am poetry, I am strength, I am change, I am love, I am hope, I am Quinn. I like that one. I repeat it in the mirror a lot. It's empowering, you know, it's reassuring, like reaffirming, like, yeah, bro, you're a dude, yeah, you're a dude, bro. I think one thing I'm finding kind of difficult in transitioning is, like, kind of the stereotypes about my gender that exist, and I am a feminist, like, too hard. I am a justice warrior on Tumblr, and I am proud to say that. By the way, idea of an identity. No spaces. That's my Tumblr. Follow me. I got 58 followers. I'm getting up there. I'm like Tumblr famous, yo. So, I posted a lot of feminism posts on there. I firmly believe that I so strongly in my heart want equality for not just women but for all genders. That equality is so needed, and we are so far, and racial equality too. I am I want to become a Latin American studies major so I can fight for the equality of them. I don't, I hate grouping it Latino, Hispanic, those are horrible words. But I guess we as United Statesians need that to group them into categories, like, so we can talk about it easily, kind of like LGBTQ leaves out some letters, but we still have, I'm gonna look up the time, so 40 minutes, 40 minutes, this is a documentary on my life. Okay, so Hispanic is like LGBTQ, it has to not be as specific, so it can be easily said. So Hispanics incorporate all nationalities and cultures that basically revolves around the Spanish language. So Argentines, Mexicans, Venezuelans, Puerto Ricans, Spanish people, Chileans, some Brazilians, I know they mainly speak Portuguese, Colombians, and everyone else. They are all separate groups, they're all separate identities, but they're all grouped as Hispanic, and they all have horrible rights here. Well, I say all, I really don't mean to generalize, because every single case is different, every single person is different. So, I want to get a minor, so in my, I plan on Ken Archind again, you're my hero. I wanna travel and do slam poetry for a bit. Maybe that's what I'll do in the AmeriCorps, have it be sponsored poetry, where I go around and, like, speak to, like, inner city Chicago schools about poetry. Like, I would love that. Love that to death. I hate big cities, but I would love to inspire kids, because a Latin American Studies minor would allow me to do that, because I plan on becoming fluent in Spanish, writing slam poetry in Spanish, and I think I can help people understand their identity more, since identity is something I am seriously studying and so many people take for granted. I mean, think about your identity. Who are you really? A lot of people can't specifically say. They'll say their job or they're a student. That's not your identity. That's what you do. Who are you? This is really important stuff I'm talking about. Like, I want people to watch this. I should put in the description, like, set aside an hour and watch this. Seriously, like, I say a lot of stuff. It's all meaningful. I know it's blabbing, but please watch it all. I'm gonna do that. I kind of want my professors to watch this too, because I want them to understand what's going on, because they're trying to help me so much and they deserve to know. And plus, I've been kind of talking about their classes a bit, so it's like I want them to see what I've learned and see how much they've inspired and helped me. I'll be sad to leave the Spanish department here. I love the classes, honestly. Like, I love participating and talking, and I love Brisa. She's our TA from Mexico. I love the fact that the TAs are all from different countries. There's someone from Argentina I got to talk to, and it's like, mate lover, mate sherpa, mate. Like, yes, someone understands. And Spanish classes are awesome in general, because it's a lot of talking in Spanish. Like, the instruction is in Spanish rather than high school, where it's talking in English and memorizing lists of vocab terms. That's not what college language is all like. This has been really nice, talking this all out. Like, it really helps me to get all of this off my chest, so I can just focus on learning, really. I'm learning as I'm doing these videos. As I have been producing these videos, I'm learning more and more as I discuss in words how I'm feeling. Like, I'm learning so much about what it means to be a guy, where I want to go transitioning, my goals for the future. They've all been influenced by this YouTube channel. I am so thankful I started it up, because it's insanely helping. Like, seriously, consider starting a YouTube channel. If you've got something worth sharing, which you do, find what you're passionate about and talk to people about it, do it. Start a YouTube channel. I'll try and watch your videos if I have time. Studies might be picking up next semester, like, seriously. Like, I plan on, I'm 3.6 reasonably, 4.4 I would love. I'm going to be involved. I don't have any leadership positions here. I mean, in the Pride group, I'm kind of the spokesperson for gender, you know, because I'm like the only transgender person on campus. Everyone's like, oh, there are other kids, and I'm like, who? I don't know them. I don't have a community with them. It's all straight cis people giving me advice. Where are my fellow trans people? Where are people like me? And there's going to be that at ISU. So, excitement, 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 excitement. I will get to be. That's how this video started. My excitement over ISU. And I've talked about, I don't even remember people. I'm so manic. I'm going to have to watch this tomorrow to remember everything I'm saying. I hate bipolar disorder sometimes. I love it too, because it's given me so much insight about the world and about other people. So I'll make a video about that sometime, about bipolar disorder. That's really important. Some people say I don't have it. I'm like, alright, thank you. I didn't know you've lived my life. I didn't know you've gone through every single panic attack and manic moment, mixed episode, depressive episode. I'm sorry, I didn't know you've gone through that, and you're willing to judge my experiences. Thank you that I'm not depressed enough, that I'm not paranoid enough, that there are all these enoughs in the field. You're not suicidal enough. You're not low enough. And it's to everybody, not just me. And it's horrible that the field of medicine is just like prescribed drugs. Drugs here help you. It's a Ritalin generation with antidepressants. That was realization right there. We are on so many meds. I mean, I'm on 40 milligrams of medicine a day, and the psychiatrists don't care about me. They care about being paid. Psychologists don't care about me. They care about getting paid. Yeah. It's all good terms today. It was patriot. Like patriot, patriot. I haven't written much poetry because I've been doing these videos, but I have a bunch of started but unfinished poems in my notebook. Probably rewrite them again. I have to get inspired, but I'm constantly inspired. Like, I'm not giving up on poetry. I'm not setting it aside because, as I discussed in a previous video, life is poetry, poetry is life. Everything is a poem. I write poems in my head in the shower. I write poems in my head walking to class. I speak poems out loud to myself in the mirror in the bathroom if no one else is in there. I'll just make poetry on the toilet. I make poetry everywhere. Just because I don't write it down doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I am a poet. Seriously, this is my identity. I am a poet, and I've never felt like I could truly pridefully say that before, but I can now, and I am very proud to be a poet. I'm proud to join the ranks of my heroes. Well, I'm not up there yet. I'm not that good of a poet. I just want to put it in. I mean, people say I'm good, which I know I am good, so I know I have the potential to become even better, and so, I mean, I've had people tell me they would buy a book of my poetry if it came out. I would use that to raise money to go on testosterone. Testosterone, let's talk about that. That's a good mythical morning, I love that. Let's talk about that. Alright, so, what will happen when I go on testosterone? A lot of fun stuff. My face will get angular more, I'll get facial hair. Maybe an Adam's apple, maybe, I'm not sure if that happens, but my vocal cords thicken so my voice will get deeper and also natural. I'll basically go through male puberty, and I'm excited for that. I know, acne, but I've had a very, very, very clear complexion for all of my life. I have very good medicine here if something does happen, like, you know, just acne meds, so I'm not afraid about puberty. I'm still gonna be a stud. Yeah, ladies and the guys, man. Anyone's man. Not really. I'm not really into that right now. I got other plans. Focus on the future and do what I know what I love, do what I love. God damn, this is almost an hour. Let's keep this going for an hour. Let's make this the length of a full-length movie. Actually, no, I should probably end sometime before that. People are probably not gonna set aside 50 minutes of their day to watch an episode of Quinn blab about themselves. I'm kind of a narcissist, maybe. I don't know. Start watching the Colbert Report. Oh, testosterone. That's what we're going to talk about. Let's at least try and keep this transgender focused and important. Facial hair, muscle. I will gain muscle easier, which is nice because iron sticks in bones. It will also increase my appetite. Yay, I am excited for that. I want to eat more. I need to gain a few pounds. I am underweight, especially for how tall I am. I want to get the, I guess, hopefully muscles, because I longboard. I mean, that's really only legs, though. I need to start lifting. Mom, if you ever watch this, I need to start lifting. I haven't yet. So yeah, when I should actually start doing that, like, now, to prepare for testosterone. And things are interesting, a lot of, like, kind of personal stuff that's kind of awkward to talk about to people, you know, that I'd rather just discuss with the doctor. Voice is a major one, facial hair is a major one, body hair in general. Like, I haven't shaved since prom. My legs, and they're still not that hairy. It's, like, light and hard to see. They're not thick and curly, they're just, like, tight prickles. And my arms are, like, people think I shaved my arms. I have no arm hair. It's freaking annoying. Maybe in the meantime, when I get my debit card, I will see if my dad could put, like, $20 on it so I could buy some testosterone boosting vitamins off of Amazon to start, at least. something. I'll have to send him an email about that. You know what, 15 minutes, I will get this to an hour. At the hour mark, I will stop, and I'm going to send an email to my dad asking him about that. Forgot to get the mail on Friday, so hopefully I'll have a care package from one of my mom's friends who is very Christian and would probably have a heart attack if she found out I was a transgendered person. But she's kind, she's caring, she just has some misguided ideas about what it means to be a Christian. I'm not saying she's a bad person, it's just I don't think she'd be as supportive. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, I don't want to judge without it, so who knows, we'll see as time goes on. Oh, my eyes are so puffy. I slept until 12:30 today. I shouldn't be tired, but I am. Guys, I don't even know if I can make it 10 more minutes. Well, top surgery. I don't want top surgery. I've decided I think I want to keep my breasts very small for the possibility, just because I want to present as more feminine one day. I want to be able to do that, like, because I understand my feminine side. I am not truly a man. I am still, like, very androgynous now is the word I wanted to use. I'm not genderless. I've realized I am a guy, but I do have a very androgynous side. So I want to keep to that, but more clearly be a man, kind of a balance of my genders. Because every gender case is unique. Remember that. Every single case, every single person's gender is unique, including yours. Don't be afraid to think about your gender, to think about your identity. I discussed that earlier. Your identity is your identity. Go ahead and explore that. Think about that. Who are you? Not just your career. I mean, unless you absolutely love your career is your life, like I'm planning on having, then your career is your identity. But if you're just like, your career is something you do, you like it, but you're just doing it for a living, and it's not your true passion, like, you're not, fuck, what's the quote? Did I write that down? I need to find it. It says, you can either work for someone to make their dreams come true, or you can work to make your dreams come true. I want to be someone who works to make their dreams come true. That's what I'm going to do with my life. And so, I'm saying if you're someone who works for someone else to make their dreams come true, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still love what you do. You can still like it. And we need people like that in the world. We need support for people. There are the leaders, and then there are the people who support them. And support is so incredibly important to everyone, to everything, to make society a whole. And every single person is important because we're human. We all are important, and animals are extremely important too. I am completely animals activist too. I'm justice warrior for pretty much like every single quality. Like abusive dogs, if I hear you support that, you are instantly on my hate list, and I'm going to lecture you on everything. Like a girl in my SE class said that dogs don't have souls, that animals don't have souls. I'm like, okay, let's play devil's advocate to both sides, even though, yeah, animals have souls, bitch. My dog has more personality than you. My other dog has more personality than you. My cats have more personality than you. How can they not have souls? My animals have souls. They have so much emotion and love in their hearts, they have to have souls. That's like, end of discussion. Unless you don't believe in souls, then animals and humans are equal, you know. Aldo Leopold, The Land Ethic. The St. County Almanac is the title of the book. The Land Ethic is the title of the essay. Read it. It is absolutely amazing. I have some minutes left. I want to make it to an hour, actually. I kind of feel like the episode of iCarly where they were trying to do the world's longest webcast, and then frickin' Spencer fucked it all up, and then, yeah. It was a sad episode. I felt very sad for them. Made me cry. Not really. That was still a good show, though. I mean, basic, it was based off Wayne's World, so that's kind of cool. I like the concept. Okay, random thing, because probably very, very, very few people are watching this right now. I am coming out of the closet as a Taylor Swift fan. I watched Shake It Off like 100 times. I've talked about this before, but now I'm in love with her. Like, before I judged her as, oh, you just think guys, you're an attention whore, you're not that smart, you all just do breakup songs and you do country, country. Okay, no, I'm starting to realize her videos taught me, like, it's made me realize, yeah, every person has a personality if you get to know them, and there's a lot more to people, like performance people than meets the eye. Like, Secret to any One Directioners, watching their personalities are all completely made up to make them seem more marketable to a young female audience. So if you like One Direction, you are completely playing into a capitalist marketing scheme. Sorry. Even their music is based on algorithms of what people will buy the most of. So Even I'll admit, I find, You Don't Know You're Beautiful catchy. I hate it, though, because I don't believe it's honest music. I like honest music. Taylor Swift, Shake It Off is so honest. She improv'd all of her dance moves on the way. She was working 10-hour days with a very diverse group of people to make this video, and she wrote the lyrics, and it is so powerful and amazing, and I love it, and I'm probably going to watch it, like, listen to it right after I get done, because I love it. I'll actually probably listen to it on repeat until I decide to go to bed. It makes me so happy after Shake It Off on the wall. Because the player's gonna play, and the hater's gonna hate. So I'm just gonna shake it off, yeah. Wonder how many other guys are fans of Taylor Swift. I am not ashamed to call myself gay. I don't think you should be called gay based on your taste in music, but I am gay, so I can kind of poke fun at myself. I love it. I can say I'm a gay man. I'm finally a gay man. I mean, I'm not completely gay. I'd say pansexual, honestly, because of all genders. Doesn't matter, just... pansexuality is very new issue to lots of people, so many people don't understand it at all. It's sad. I have 4 minutes left. I'm going to do this. You can just exit now unless I come up with some miraculous idea, which I have no clue what I will. There was a congressional debate at Simpson today, and there were a bunch of picketers outside in Buxton Park, which is right that way, like right outside my residence hall. Yeah, there are a ton of them there because apparently Simpson didn't invite any nonpartisan people to debate. It was only Democrats and Republicans. I hate our political system for only having those two parties. Like, that's such bullshit. Freaking all of the founding fathers warned us against it. George Washington said, y'all fuckers are gonna die if you do factions. Thomas Jefferson, y'all fuckers are gonna die if you do not fascism. What's the word they used? Just groups, like factions. They have factions. 56. Alright, we can do this. Make an hour-long video. It's gonna take forever to upload to YouTube. God damn. Holy shit, can you still hear me? I hope you can hear me at that point. I might have cut out since I was so far away. Because it got really quiet. Can you still hear? Oh, this is where it goes. Oh! I don't know. I hope you can hear me in all my videos. I hate listening to my own voice, so that's probably why I'm working on it. I hate my voice. But I don't rewatch my videos because I just feel weird. But I'm going to have to rewatch this one since I can probably forgot most of the shit. Alright, come on, 57, 33, 3 more minutes. What to talk about? I'm almost out of mac and cheese. Oh, speaking of which, I made a wallet out of duct tape, so starts off very nice. We got the pink argyle. I love it. Rainbows. I'm very queer on the inside. That's mac and cheese. That's mac and fucking cheese in my wallet. I have a macaroni and cheese wallet. Does your wallet have macaroni and cheese duct tape on it? I don't think it does. I'm going to say I am 99.99% sure there is not a single person watching this video who has macaroni and cheese on their wallet. I'm also 90% sure there is nobody watching at this point. You know what? Do me a favor and type the words "holy monkey banana" in the comments if you have gotten to this part, and I will congratulate you and give you a giant hug. And because I saw a picture on Facebook, I changed my profile picture, and it says Quinn has changed his profile picture, and I posted a comment, I was like, holy monkey banana, it says changed his profile picture, and so I freaked out about it. It made me so happy. Like, Facebook, thanks for being gender awesome. Yeah, what's your gender? Awesome. Awesome's my gender. Princess Leia hoodie. 'Cause even a guy can recognize that Princess Leia is a fucking badass motherfucker. So we're gonna end the video. Give it a minute here. Let's do conclusions. We're gonna end this video as Princess Leia. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much if you got this far. This has been a documentary about Quinn Casey. And I'm sorry it's blurry. I'm actually recording this on YouTube's video stuff. So this has been a documentary from Quinn Casey. Budget $0 except for the computer from freshman year. That was like $300. So, documentary by me. Thanks for watching. make sure you subscribe because I'm putting effort into this and it's amazing and I like you to watch it, and I hope it's not this blurry when it actually plays. Even though that might look... I was doing that on purpose. It's blurry on purpose if it is blurry. So, alright. 10 seconds. No, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1...